America, land of opportunity, supersized sodas, and overwhelming friendliness? Yep, that's on the menu too. Forget what you've heard about gruff New Yorkers or self-absorbed Californians. Underneath it all, Americans are a welcoming bunch. They love to chat, share stories, and make you feel right at home. It's not always subtle, mind you, but it's genuine. Think of it like this. America is the friend who invites you over, throws open the fridge and says, "Help yourself." They might not always know your name, but they'll offer you a beer and a burger with a smile. This openness, this willingness to embrace the stranger, is what makes American hospitality special. It's not just about the big gestures, though. It's the little things too, the cashier who asks about your day, the stranger who holds the door open, the guy at the gas station who gives you directions and throws in a local restaurant recommendation for good measure. These small acts of kindness create a mosaic of warmth that defines the American experience. Howdy partner, tales from the gas station and beyond. I remember once driving through the Nevada desert feeling like the only living soul for miles. Pulled into a dusty gas station, more tumbleweed than town. Figured I'd just fill up and be on my way. But the old fella behind the counter, he had other ideas.
Before I knew it, I was knee-deep in a conversation about his prize-winning pumpkin, the best route to avoid traffic, and his granddaughter's upcoming ballet recital. Another time, I was in a crowded diner in New Orleans. Couldn't figure out the menu. Jambalaya. Gumbo? What in tarnation was a po' boy?
A lady at the next table, overhearing my muttered confusion, took it upon herself to become my culinary guide. She explained each dish with the enthusiasm of a seasoned foodie, complete with hand gestures and a smattering of Cajun phrases. These weren't isolated incidents. From coast to coast, I've had countless encounters that started with a simple question or a shared laugh. Americans, I've found, are natural storytellers. They love to share their experiences, their passions, and their love for their towns, however quirky they may be. And they're genuinely interested in hearing yours. Now don't get me wrong, Americans are a diverse bunch. You've got your city slickers and your country folk, your die-hard sports fans and your quiet bookworms. But there's a common thread that runs through it all, a fundamental friendliness, an eagerness to connect.
It's in the way they greet you with a smile, even if they don't know you from Adam. It's in the casual, "How are you?" That's more than just a formality. It's in the way they're quick to offer help, whether you need directions, a restaurant recommendation, or just someone to talk to.
This friendliness isn't just polite, it's ingrained in the culture. It's a reflection of the American spirit, open, optimistic, and always up for a chat. It's what makes travelers feel welcome, strangers feel like neighbors, and every encounter feel like an opportunity to make a new friend. Section 4, Finding Your Tribe, where the locals hang. So, you're ready to experience this American hospitality firsthand. But where to start? Fear not, intrepid traveler, for the opportunities to mingle are as vast and varied as the country itself.
First stop, the local coffee shop. Every town has one. The unofficial living room where people gather, laptops open, caffeine flowing. Pull up a chair, eavesdrop on conversations, and don't be afraid to strike up a conversation. You might just get invited to a poetry slam or a dog park meetup.
Next up, parks. Americans love their parks. They're perfect for people watching, picnicking, or just soaking up the sun. Strike up a conversation with a fellow dog walker, join a game of frisbee, or simply bask in the friendly atmosphere.
And let's not forget about local events. Farmers markets, craft fairs, music festivals. These gatherings are a microcosm of the community. You'll find artisans selling their wares, musicians jamming out, and families enjoying the day. It's the perfect setting to chat with locals, sample regional delicacies, and experience the true flavor of the town.
Section 5, When in Rome, or rather, When in America. Now, a word of advice for the uninitiated. Americans might be friendly, but they have their quirks, just like anyone else. Call it local color, call it endearing eccentricities. Whatever you call it, embrace it.
For instance, don't be surprised if someone strikes up a conversation in line at the grocery store. It's not considered rude, it's just how they roll. And if someone tells you to have a nice day, they genuinely mean it. It's not just a pleasantry, it's a way of life.
Speaking of language, be prepared for some regional variations. A soda in one state might be a pop in another. And don't even get me started on the different words for a submarine sandwich. Just go with the flow, ask for clarification if you need it, and embrace the linguistic tapestry of this vast nation. Section 6, Home, Away from Home. In the end, American hospitality isn't about fancy hotels or Michelin-starred restaurants. It's about the human connection, the shared experience, the feeling that you're not just a tourist passing through, but a welcome guest.
It's the warmth of a stranger's smile, the helpfulness of a local pointing you in the right direction, the shared laughter over a cup of coffee or a plate of barbecue. It's the feeling that you've stumbled upon a home away from home, even if it's just for a fleeting moment.
So open your heart to the possibility of unexpected encounters, embrace the quirks, and let the genuine warmth of the American people surprise you. You never know what friendships you might forge, what stories you might hear, or what memories you might make along the way.